Hey guys, it's FIFA Rally here, and welcome to episode 38 of Let's FIFA 13, an episode which will feature 6 games of gameplay, so let's get into it. The first game we come up against a very nice Serie A squad there with a bunch of informed players and 2 team of the season players, but he wasn't really the best opponent. I know that if you have a lot of expensive players, you tend to play bad, and people say it's handicap. I'm not sure if it's in the game or not, but I feel it myself. When I play with a good team, I just don't perform as well as when I play with a regular team, and that's why I prefer playing with the more like cheap players, because I seem to play better with them for some reason. But nonetheless, we go into halftime. I dominated the game, but then into the start of the second half, we'll get a goal off a corner, and all of a sudden I'm trailing. I will of course try to get back in the game. We get a shot in there with Jaja, but it is blocked, and a few minutes later we play over the top ball, and we will chip the ball over the keeper to make it a 1-1. We are back into the game, and then Jaja once again on the ball, and we pick up a penalty. Quite lucky there. Number 45 of the series, and Neymar will step up for that and convert it to make it a 2-1. We get into the lead, and in the 90th minute, a few skill moves here by Elgerson to make his way into the box, and in the end, we pick up another penalty. And before I got the chance to take that, he actually decides to rage quit, and that is pretty much how the first game ends. And I move on into the semi-final of the Gold Cup. Not too bad there, and we'll jump straight on into that game after we swap a few players around and apply a few contracts there. We get Wallison out, so we only had Elgerson and Jetson on the top, and against the team I came up against, I just couldn't break down his defense because he played ultra defensive the entire game, and there was no space to be found, and then he breaks through just before halftime to make it 1-0. His only shot, and it was just so frustrating because I simply couldn't break down his defense, and he was very patient on the ball. He passed around the back to try and lure me in and then go on a counter-attack, but it never really worked out apart from that one chance he got. I tried to get that a 1-1 goal, and he goes with a slide tackle there, and we'll get a Caceres sent off, and I will get a free kick quite close to goal, and I saw my chance to get it back into the game. I step up with Jadson, and I'll try to curl it around the wall here, but his keeper will save it, and from the corner I hit the post. Really frustrating. I never got that goal to equalize, and when you look at the full-time stats, he just didn't have anything but that one chance, and I tried to break him down, but I just couldn't break down that defense. So I ended up losing that game, and then I thought it was about time to go into the Community Cup once again, play a little bit with the team of the season, Diamanti, try him out some more, and we come up against a quite nice squad there in the quarterfinals, and we get our first goal in the 14th minute after some nice work from Wallison, and then it's Diamanti to get onto the ball. Nice stuff, but this shot is blocked in the end. Into the second half, Jadson gets a shot in, but saved by the keeper, and then in the 55th minute, we somehow get onto the ball. We tackle our way to it, to the ball with Jadson here. We're alone with the keeper, a little rainbow flick over him, and it's a 2-0. Lovely goal there, and that is how the game ends. And I move on into the semi-finals, and we will play that game as well. And the squad was pretty fit, so yeah, we go into the game, and we come up against a squad which really wasn't very good. A bunch of French players, but yeah, it seemed like he just started out on Ultimate Team and wanted to go into the tournament because, yeah, he wouldn't have much of a chance in this game. I had the better team, of course, so I get a penalty here, and as you can see, Diamanti got insane stats on both free kicks and penalties, and he steps up for the penalty to make it 1-0. Only 6 minutes played, so a very good start, and just 2 minutes later, it's Jadson on the ball here. A few skill moves, cuts inside, a little rainbow flick, we flick it back over again, and we try out the volley, but it is saved. Diamanti flicks it back over for bicycle kick, once again is saved, but he will not get the ball out of the box, and I will pick it up with a Jadson, go past 1 and 2 defenders, and a little scoop turn to get in position for the shot. 2-0 it is, and we continue on just a few minutes later. Diamanti on the ball, lovely stuff, and Jadson picks it up. 3-0, only 14 minutes played, and Diamanti were on the ball quite a lot in this game. Goes past 2 defenders, we try out the shot, and the bronze keeper stands no chance, so I end up getting up 4-0, and he decided to rage quit, and I can understand that. So yeah, we move on into the final, and because he rage quitted, my team were had pretty good fitness, so I went into the final straight away, and we come up against a quite nice squad there. He had a few goal players on the bench apparently, which he substituted substitute on into the second half. I don't know why he didn't use them to start off with. Maybe because of the chemistry. But yeah, he gets the first goal of the game here. A deflection, and my keeper managed to save it, but not properly, and the rebound will fall to him. And then a few minutes later, I break through with Wallison here into the box to make it a 1-1. Get that equalizer. And then in the 45th minute, Diamanti will play a through ball to El Shaarawy, and we pick up a penalty. Very, very lucky there. And number 48, Diamanti will step up for that. We go down the middle and over the keeper to make it 2-1 and get into the lead. And then it's Jadson on the ball here. We find El Shaarawy again, and we pick up another penalty. Very, very lucky again. And Diamanti once again is scoring from the spot, and we make it a 3-1. And in the 64th minute, Wallison going past the keeper and unlucky not to get the goal. And instead, in the 89th minute, he breaks through, and Seko will get the goal there to make it 3-2. But it was way too late. I win the final, and I get 4.5k, and I get a Silver's player pack. So go out and open it. But I didn't really get anything good. Before I opened the pack, I was hoping for getting one of those Team of the Season silver players, but that was just getting my hopes too high. Nothing good in it. And then we go into the Gold Cup as the final game of this episode, and we come up against a very, very strong Bundesliga side there, and it was going to be an end-to-end game, just chances all over the place. He gets the first goal of the game off a corner there, 2 headers in, and I couldn't save it in the end. Then Michael later on the ball in the 17th minute, we find a Richarlison. We try out a shot, but it goes over the goal. And a few minutes later, we find Elgerson here breaking through a little McGeady spin, stop and turn skill move there to go past the defender. 1-1 it is. But into the second half, he gets another header in, and he gets into the lead once again. But just 2 minutes after, it's Wallison on the ball, finding Jaja, and we hit the post. Unlucky there. And I did use very, very basic skill moves in this game because it was a pretty tough game, and I tried to get it back in it all the time. I was always trailing, but I will make it 2-2 here. And just a few minutes later, Wallison, lovely stuff to go past 2 defenders, and we get into the lead. But then 77th minute, he play an over-the-top ball to a completely open Melia, and he ends up picking up a penalty. There's been insanely many penalties in this episode, and he will step up with it with Alaba, and he shoot it straight down the middle, and I will manage to save it, giving me a little bit of hope to holding on to the lead. But in the 83rd minute, he gets through, and Schweinsteiger will make it 3-3. So into extra time we go, and we hit him on a counter-attack here. It was a little bit laggy, but I will still manage to get onto the ball here with Acevedo. He breaks through alone with the keeper, and we go with a little skill move past him, and we make it 4-3. We get back into the lead, and we continue on in the 101st minute. It's Elgerson on the ball here, running a little bit back and forth, and in the end, we get a shot in to make it a 5-3, and we get our luck in the second half of extra time as well, picking the ball up there after the dummy. We're alone with the keeper. We'll go past him with the ball roll, and 6-3 it is, and that is how this episode will end. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll try and have the next Let's FIFA 13 out on Tuesday and the tutorial out tomorrow, but I am quite busy at the moment because I do need my semester project is due to Wednesday, at least the first deadline, so it is very busy, so might miss out on one video maybe during the week, but I'll do my best to get all the videos out. And that's all, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.